Welcome to inCARnation. If you haven't seen the previous episodes of Mal's Big Green Hell, you should go and watch those first, otherwise this one won't make a lot of sense. Anyway, let's go.
I tell you, it's bloody hot here.
Watching the carnage.
Which gear? You have 1-to-1?
Yeah, 6 gears 1-to-1. 6,000 revs, they're doing 279.6 kilometres an hour.
Then, without any warning, there's a problem with one of the Mirages. The engine won't rev properly.
I'll be the first one to try, of course.
The boys aren't quite sure what the problem is, so they top up the fuel, send him out again, and it seems to sort of fix the problem. But no sooner have they done that, than there are problems with the Commodore.
Their maximum is 135 plus 1. We're coming in at 140, just over 140. I said it's twice as loud as it's allowed to be. And I said to him, with all the caution and everything you got, everything's rear exhaust, so it's not picking up. I said, our exhaust is going straight at it.
Yeah, he said, well.
So he said, well, there's nothing they can do. He said, noise is noise. So.
Like and make it fix it, bring it in and make it quiet.
When we come in, we'll try and just bend it down a little bit more.
Yeah. And what we'll do is we'll just have to lift off at the control tower, be over to the left-hand side. Still only got to lift off.
I still think you're going to be better if you sort of come over more towards the pit wall. If it's measuring on that line, at least put another 10 metres between you.
Yeah. As you go past Novotel, that section, he's better measuring it.
I just got a 6 gear.
Yeah, just back off. Right? He was very nice. But he said, look, if it happens again, I've got to bring you in.
Whatever was wrong with the Mirage, they didn't fix it.
Hard work. I tell you what, this is a very competitive car here. Even when the fast cars got past me and when I chased them, I could hold them down until I got to the scary bits, and I thought, yeah, relax, because the car's got the pace, just I'm not prepared to take a risk. I'll pass the Maserati, I'll pass it, yeah, it'll break it down.
Minor problem. Adams hit some debris and has a flat.
might be even in the top.
They had a crash.
I saw that.
Okay, you want some water?
Yes, please. Yeah, car was going really good. Right up to the point of time when I glanced and nudged the wall. Slid down the metal arm car a little bit on the grass. Ripped the back back right hand wheel open. But seems to still drive all right. Steering's still straight. Brakes are still good. Things going like a rocket. It's going all right.
It started they changed the ECU on my car and it just started to just got worse and worse. From about second, third lap, it was really weird, but it was good because you know that BM, that was the guy that qualified first in class out of us.
But despite all this, the Mirages are almost leading their class and the V8's running like a train. That's enough to put a smile on your face. Just imagine, if you will. Imagine you're going to a racetrack that's 25 kilometres long per lap, has 180 corners, and you get 2 laps practice before you have to race there.
There we go. That's what came back in. Yeah. And then it goes back off again.
How on earth would you learn that racetrack?
We got left there, don't we?
Yeah. That's right.
So all it does is
Up the garden.
Yep, up the garden path. Yes, you're about to be taught by a 14-year-old.
I'll probably learn a lot. Sensational.
It's got 190 horsepower, same as the Mirage, front wheel drive.
Feels like it.
Oh, here we go.
Many of the drivers like to play computer simulation driving games, and it's a great way to actually learn the way the circuit goes. I mean, you could start with the Commodore, choose the right colour, put some mag wheels on, maybe a spoiler, pump up the horsepower, and before you know it, you're off and driving around the Nurburgring. Now the best thing is they've actually modelled the circuit exactly. It's within inches everywhere. Even the graffiti is correct. And the drivers know this, and so it's a great way to actually get to learn the circuit. Compare the computer game with real footage of Adam driving down underneath the Adenauer Bridge and heading down the Foxhole at 230 odd kilometres per hour. But the one thing the game can never convey is the real forces you feel on your body going down there. The sense of massive change in altitude and lateral forces, which are just huge. Here's another little section. Compare Mal driving the V8 onto the straight . The game is absolutely accurate in modelling the speed of the car, up to about 280 kilometres per hour. It's hard to tell what's game and what's real life, isn't it? Steve's struggling a bit with the simulator. Maybe he doesn't like an audience. But back in the real world, on the right, Adam is going gangbusters in the Commodore. there is one very significant difference between the game and the real world. And that happens when you make a tiny little mistake. In the game, well, no big deal. Just reset, and before you know it, you're off and away again. Not even a scratch. But the real world is a little different.
Possibly diff, what's link, or the front corner. You're going to get a time back? You do that. This one in? Here somewhere.
Adam's had an off in the Commodore.
Seems like the Commodore's been involved in something out there. It's being towed back in on the truck, so that's all we know.
As long as you've got the proper bits. It depends on how bad the chassis is. You can't crash a supercar and bodge it up. You know, the Mirages is bolt apart and keep going. Not these things. Very high tech.
If we can repair it, we'll try and repair it. If we can't, it'll be time to go home, I suppose. So, like character building. You know what it is, Jed? We've had enough of this character building shit.
We wouldn't do a bodgy fix, and if we did, no one would want to risk their lives going out there. We've all got too much to lose. We've all either got wives or children, and no one wants to risk that.
You all right? All right. Okay, on the neck.
Sorry.
Hey, when you've been racing sprint cars, tearing up cars is just part of it, and you get used to seeing it happen, and it is motor racing, it does happen, and so, yeah, you just get on with it and start planning next year, like they talk about Bathurst, think about next year. So we'll get on with it and go and have a beer.
Go and have a beer with the Germans up at the carousel. They've been up there all weekend. Every time any of the three cars go past, they're waving the flags and cheering. So we're going to go and say good day, have a big burger. So
that'll be really good, actually.
And
that's going to be awesome.
We'll be waving this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You started without me.
something obviously was going really fine, and then it got hot again, then it started playing up. Okay, I've got that. You'll have to bring it in, mate. Bring it in. 6 minutes.
You're out early that high back cut in then?
Yes.
Like down the back straight, I could only manage to do like 30 k's an hour. 30 k's an hour. Yeah. Yeah, it was bad because all these Porsches that were missing me at like 350 kilometres an hour.
So the boys have changed just about everything on the engine of the Mirage, and it's still not right, but it's better.
Well, we're just sort of getting bashed up by the faster cars, really, pushed around a little bit, and I've been pushed off a few times, and the last time resulted in, you know, scrubbing the arm code, but the car's all right. It's still going. Richard's in it now, and we haven't heard anything from him. He reports in every time he goes past, so no news is good news. They're still going round.
The 153 car might be struggling, but the 152 car is going like a rocket. This is 230 kilometres per hour from 1.6 litres. I know the face of bad news when I see it, and that is bad news. Do you remember Adam's big crash less than half an hour ago? Well, Adam's on the left and Richard's on the right.
Sorry guys, we're out of it. Idiot! You idiot!
Know where the long ones are, but where are the short ones? What's up?
Did he bend the steering at all? Did you say? Well, he doesn't know. Take a whole lot.
So just when the guys thought they'd have to get a truck and go out there and fix it 10 kilometres away, they get the call. The car's coming in on a flatbed.
Hello?
This has completely stuffed my 100% finishing record. What are you blokes doing?
I'm absolutely devastated. I made a stupid fucking driving mistake.
En poker stod det också, 9-3. Sönderslagna Europengar.
At the moment, I tell you, it's serious out there. It's such a fast pace. It's just awesome. It's such a fast pace out there.
Lots of yellow flags all over the track.
Yeah, it is. All over the fucking place. Yellow flags. And, you know, the fast cars are pushing the slow cars, I tell you. That's the way it goes, you know, but it's, yeah, it's a fast pace.
Yeah. Drive a little bit too hard, I think.
Taking a chance to put some new brakes on too, eh?
Yes, we are. We have to. They're broken.
Cylinders back here.
looks like there's a fuel problem going around because everyone's running on this controlled fuel. It's affecting some of the Hondas in our class.
Is it going?
There's still a chance, so you know, I'm glad that we actually, at least the other drivers can still get a go, and that is really my main concern now, that the others can still have a go, because this just really pissed off with myself that I made a stupid mistake. And it wasn't under pressure or nothing, you know. It's not that I was pushing a bit, but nothing really hard.
Around about now, the boys realise they're not going to fix the Commodore. The Commodore is dead.
Well, too far. Come back now.
But we live in hope with the Mirage. The boys have spent a couple of hours on it already, and maybe, just maybe, they'll get the thing back on the road pretty soon.
You alright, okay?
But just when they thought things were looking up, this.
Well, unfortunately it's bent the chassis rail, and that's part of the main bodywork. Wheels moved back about 1.5 inches, make the car undrivable. Wheel will start touching on turns. It's all over. Still got one going. Wheels back this far. It's bent the subframe.
Didn't you notice that before when you got pinned under there?
No.
Well, and just to add insult, the only car that's running has now been pinged for noise.
Which car? The
only car that's running. So now we're left in a dilemma. We either fix it or they'll black flag it.
Hier die Boxengasse gekommen und ich habe gemacht, abgewechselt. Man ist sozusagen einmal durch mit der Vierer-Mannschaft. Es geht jetzt wieder von vorne los.
I can tell Rick is not convinced the Mirage is completely dead.
I've been in that disc actually.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. Try anything once. Come this far, all the way around the other side of the world, you know, you're not going to sort of give up too easily. We'll give it a go and see if we can get it going again.
What do with scrutineering to get this car back on the track? What do we got to do? What's the rule? We've
came in on the truck.
We've damaged it. What do we have to do?
Yeah, just have to check it.
Can you check it for us? And okay, so we can go? Yeah. Okay. Can you hang around?
Yeah, turn it off.
That's it.
And the tyre's coming back and hitting it, so we're going to try and bend it over.
So, after a few false starts, the 152 car is going again. It may not want to turn left, but heck, just drive around the problem. And there's more good news. The 153 car has had its misfire fixed. Turns out that was a fuel problem. Hey, thanks for watching. It's quite dated, isn't it? The next episode should be up here. inCARnation is all about doing proper reviews of good sports and exotic cars on real roads with real drivers. If you like what you see, you might consider subscribing to the channel, clicking the bell, clicking the like, or leaving us a comment. We love to hear what you think. See you next time.